Hi everyone, I hope you all safe and healthy with your family and friends. In this video, we are going to learn about 11th Standard Accountancy, Chapter 9, Exercise Sum number 3, Rectification of Error. Let's see the heading. Rectify the following errors, assuming that the trial balance is yet to be prepared. What the heading tells us, what you understand from this heading. Listen, rectify the following error, assuming. Whenever you see the word in the heading, assuming or suspense account, you have to prepare the journal entry. You have to give the solution with the journal entry. Okay, let's see the transaction. First transaction. Sales book was undercast by rupees 400. So you already know, I explained you clearly, whenever you see the word undercast in the transaction, this transaction tells us you have to follow the original journal entry. Whenever you see undercast, less, short, like that word, you have to follow the original journal entry. What is the original journal entry for the sales book or sales account? The original journal, where is the sales account shows in original journal entry. Sales account or sales book shows in the original entry will be credited. Sales book is to be credited. Sales account will be credited, right? Okay. Then only listen, the sales book was undercost by 400, which means sales book shows 400 short. Sales book have short 400 rupees shortage. Okay, 400 rupees shortage in sales book. This is the error. How can you rectify this error? So you have to follow the original entry for the sales book only. The error will be rectified. Okay. So what is the original entry for sales account? Sales account will be credited. Okay. So you have to use the suspense account on debit side, then only the error will be rectified. So suspense account data 400 rupees to sales account 400 rupees. So sales account was undercast. Now we rectified with. How can you rectify? We follow the original entry for the sales account only. The error will be rectified. Okay. Then the next transaction, that is sales return books was overcost rupees 500. So listen carefully what the word is given here, overcast. Whenever you see overcast, more, excess, you have to follow the opposite journal entry. What the account is given here, sales return book. So sales return book shows 500 rupees excess, 500 rupees more in sales return book. Okay, so sales return book shows excess of 500 rupees. How could you rectify this error? So you should follow the original opposite journal entry for the sales return book. What is the original journal entry for the sales return book? If sales book is to be credited, sales return book will be debited. Okay, so sales return account data. So where is sales return account in original entry? It will be debited. Sales return accounts will be debited. That is the original entry. But what is given here, sales return book shows 500 rupees overcost excess. So you should follow opposite journal entry for the sales return book. So sales return book will be credited, right? This is the opposite journal entry for the sales return book. So listen, sales to sales return account 500 rupees. So we credited the sales return account. So you have to use the suspense account on debtor side, then only the error will be rectified. So suspense account data 500 rupees to sales return account 500. So sales return account was overcost. Now it will be credited. Now the error will be rectified. The next transaction is purchases book was undercost by rupees 600. What the word is given here, undercost. So purchases book shows 600 rupees less. 600 rupees less in purchases book. How can you rectify this error? So you have to follow the original journal entry. Whenever you see undercast less, like short like this word, you should follow the original entry. What is the original entry for journal entry for purchases book or purchases account? Purchases account should be debited. This is the original entry. Okay. So in original journal entry you have to write purchases account data 600 rupees. You have to use the suspense account only. The error will be rectified. So you have to use the suspense account on credit side. So to suspense account 600 rupees. Okay. So purchases book was under cost rupees 600. Now we debited the purchases book. Now the error will be rectified. Okay. Then next transaction is purchases return book was overcost rupees 700. What the word given here? Overcost. Overcost means excess, more. So purchases return book shows excess of 700 rupees. It is the big error. How can you rectify? You have to follow the opposite journal entry for the purchases return book only. The error will be rectified. Okay, what is the original journal entry for the purchases return book? Listen, where is purchases book shows? Purchases books is on debit side. Okay, so purchases account debtor. Purchases account will be debited. It just opposite to the purchases return will be credited. So what is the original entry for the purchases return book? Purchases return book should be credited. Okay, this is the original entry. But what is given here? Purchases return book shows the overcost rupees 700. Purchases return book shows excess of 700. So now we rectify it. How can we rectify it now? We have to opposite it. Okay, so purchases return book should be debited rupees 700. Then only the error will be rectified. Okay, so purchases return account debtor 700 rupees to suspense account. You have to use the suspense account on credit side only. We have to balance the trial balance. Okay. So purchases account debtor 700 to suspense account 700. Listen, purchases return was overcost rupees 700. Now it will be rectified. We debited the purchases return account. Purchases return book was overcost, now rectified. Next, read the last transaction. That is, bills receivable book was under cost by rupees 800. So under cost means we should follow the original journal entry. So what account is given here? Bills receivable book. It shows 800 rupees overcost. This is the big error. Okay, how can you rectify it? You should follow the original journal entry for the bills receivable account. So listen, where is bills receivable? In original journal entry shows bills receivable is shows on debit side. Okay, so bills receivable account debtor 800 rupees to suspense account 800 rupees. So bills receivable was under cost 800. Now it will be rectified. Okay. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Thank you. Take care.